So this canal has about 65 hundredths fall for every 100 feet. So even though we have a grade control on the excavator, Matt still has to come in here with the laser and check it because it has to be right on the money to work. So that's why he was checking that in the video you saw. The thing about the GCX Flex is it works really well if you're good and flat. But if you're not 100% level, you can be off a couple of tenths when you move again. So Jake just says it's best when you really got to cut close grade and you're constantly moving, you know, for something like this, that you get out the laser. You can see the cows have been in here. Somebody commented it was a cow's foot compactor. Yeah. Well, they're going to be in here when we're done, so they're going to tromp the crap out of it, and then once there's water in here, they'll be swimming in it. So this is kind of where it makes a double, kind of an S turn here to make the transition into here. So Jake, he put some riprap in on this side and then this side so that it doesn't wash it. We couldn't get clear up against the fence because of this check. He didn't want to make that tight of a turn right behind the check, so it came out here just a little bit farther. I mean, you could have went right from the end of that concrete, but that would have been a pretty sharp bend. So this is kind of a nice gentle S and then back around where it needs to be. So the rest of the rock we're going to haul off with the Peterbilt, and we're taking it up to the river for the canal company to use for riprap. So this is the corner where Jake was working, and then this is another section where he had a lot of rock to deal with. You can see it's super thick right in here. It's crazy. That stuff's a lot of real nice angular stuff. You want to build a house or a wall out of it. Looks like he found him a doozy there. It's a doozy. So this is interesting geology here. So the school over there is kind of sitting up high, and then you can see out there in the valley it's low. So what it does is it comes up here and then it goes level, and then down the road about 1.5 miles it raises up another 50 feet. So it's kind of like the Snake River had two flow levels. The huge one, the left bank down there, and then a second level here. And so that's why you see that pit run gravel mixed in with the lava, is because there was so much water running up through here. So once you get to that second hill, the gravel ends. After that, no more gravel. So I guess the fence, the school's got the fence about 20 feet or something like that onto this guy's property, but it's been there so long, I guess it'd be like adverse possession, nothing you can do. So anyway, you can see the gravel here. It's a gravel pocket. Somebody asked if we'd lose a lot of water to the ground. Well, yeah, there's a lot of canals here in the valley, and they're straight gravel bottoms, and they put a lot of water down in the ground in the aquifer. And if it wasn't for the canals and people who flood irrigate, the guys who pump out of the ground to water, there wouldn't have any water. And people with household wells, domestic wells, wouldn't have water. because they're sucking so much water out of it. We're having water wars here. So they say our aquifer is about underneath here is the size of Lake Erie, but there's so many people with straws in it sucking out of it that it lowers it down. So if I went and checked the static water level in my well at my house, it'd probably be way down, but as soon as we start flood irrigating, that water will come up to within about 12-13 feet of ground level. So we put a lot of water in the ground when we irrigate the runway. A lot of water. And all this ground here was flood irrigated, but he's got a pump and a main line, so I think he's going to sprinkle it all. And yeah, that saves water, but it doesn't put it in the ground. So now the canals, I'll take you up and show you where we put that pipe in. They are running water in the canal for recharge. And then they'll turn it off for a while, and then it'll come back in April 15th or so. This is the way I got that pipe in there. They had water running in the canal the other day, but it's turned off. So what we did is we split the pipe, shoved it through here. You can see the grout there. So I had some power nails. I've got a Hilti gun, but I ran out of them, and I attached it here. But what I got to do is come up with a high lift jack and push these up, and then finish power nailing them in, and it should be good. But you can see back in there, if you can still see it, that last section of pipe's about half plugged full of gravel. We're hoping it washes on out, because we cut that end way down out there. So I don't know, the grade's kind of uphill on that last section of pipe when they replaced it, so it may never totally clean out. So anyway, it's done, and like I said, they run recharge water in here, but as you can see, it went right in the ground, and that's the whole purpose of it, is to recharge the aquifer. Mr. Griffey's having a good time, huh, Mr. Griffey? You smell all kinds of stuff, barking at the cows. Woo, dirty out there. I gotta roll the window up. Okay, Mr. Griffey, you're in the way. Well, the gale force winds have finally stopped this morning, so it's safe to put the magnet on the box, put the flag up. Let's go see what I got on the porch. Well, Mr. Griffey, he's getting pretty smart. Pretty easy to train. He doesn't come across the road anymore. So I got a shirt going to Scott Milliken in Puyallup, Washington. A hat going to Carl. Oh, Carl, I'm going to butcher your name. Hannibal from Cedar Hill, Missouri. And a great big box going to Sam in Kettering, England. So UPS is going to hate my guts because I put the customs document in a sandwich bag and taped it to it. I don't care. Mr. Griffey don't either. Do you, Griffey? Do you care? I didn't think so. Big truck in a little driveway. Hope he doesn't hit that overhead power line. That'd be bad. Whee! Cleared it. Sweet. See, look at that. He's got a brake light on there. We're legal, aren't we? Somebody made the comment the other day, look at all the Democratic voters over there. Oh. Holy smoking Cummins. He's all over the road. That thing is so wiggly waggly. It needs a steering box like the Detroit Diesel's got on it. I don't know how he's keeping it on the road. Look at him go. Holy smokes, we're going 35. You run off the road, Matt. Matt's driven that so much though, he can drive it. I can't. I get it out on this road, it's all over the place. It's terrible. It's a beautiful sunny Thursday. Looks like spring's finally showing up. I got a box going in the cat box to Kelly Tyson in Indian Head, Saskatchewan, Canada. It's got him a filthy horse shirt, an old Kenny hat, and I included an extra in there for you, Kelly, so enjoy. It's your surprise. Hey, good Sunday morning, everybody. Out here in the shop, I got a package from Philip Bonner. He's out of Anza, California. Philip, they almost got it opened up. I can't believe they broke that. Even FedEx is rough on packages. So let's see what he's... Ooh, it's something in a cat box. Ooh, my. Ooh, wow. This is nice. Nice box. Wow. Oh man, check this out. It's a knife set. What do we got here? That's like a small one for a keychain. That's cool. Pocket knife. Ooh, and a big ass knife. Ooh, wow. No, this is a multi-tool. Hey, this is cool. Think I can carry that around my pocket? Oh, wow. Hey, now that is cool. That's gonna come in handy. Wow. I didn't know they made these. That is awesome. Look at that. Holy crap, a file, a saw, Now this makes a Swiss Army knife look like a kid's toy. Screwdrivers, flat blade, can opener. Wow, Philip, that is awesome. I really appreciate that. Man, that is cool. That is quite the gift. Thank you very much for that. I'm gonna get some use out of this baby. Wow, that is cool. Oh, it's got a tip protector. I better take that off. Can't knife anybody with that on. Oh, that's neat. So it's got a pouch for the big one to go in. Here's the small one. Wow, that's kind of lightweight. That's cool. That'd be a handy little pocket knife. Oh, now the red button. What do we do here? Oh, wow. It's a light. I'm gonna hang that on the Peterbilt keychain. That would come in real handy. You got a small screwdriver, flat blade, 2 flat blades on this side. Looks like you got a Phillips on this side and a small knife. Philip, this is cool. I mean, I like this. Philip, you the man. Thank you very much. That is cool. Thank you, Philip. I don't know what to say. That is awesome. That's a lock blade, so now Jeff's got to figure out how to unlock to fold it up. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. That's awesome. So the Peterbilt's out front on the cement. Let's go get that started. And I need to move it out of the way of the shop anyway, but I am so absolutely thrilled that it worked out as well as it did, that I've got good oil pressure. I'm super stoked about it, so I couldn't be more tickled. Seconds after it runs, but you notice when she fires up, it chugs a little, but as soon as the oil pressure comes up, the chugging goes away. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed the pump and cooler video, Cummins Victim Unit. Love hearing the comments. I don't care. If you think they're positive or negative, try to be positive about it, but I'm always interested and fascinated to read other people's opinions based on their experience, so I really don't mind if you've got something to say and it's not exactly friendly. I mean, try to put it in a friendly term, but oh, let's see, this is a Peterbilt, so the key switch is on the other side. I'm still getting used to this. So, because this is parked next to that big old bird perch right there, the starlings come over here and hang out on it and poop all over, so I'm going to move it. So, let's have a look-see this morning at oil pressure. Ooh, fired right up. Chuggity chuggity, oil pressure, and smoothed out. Look at that. That's awesome. Looks like we're at about 75 today on the oil pressure. It's not real cold. I think we're gonna get up to 70 degrees today. So anyway, so far I'm thrilled with the oil pressure. Hey, so one of the comments was that what I accomplished with all this was I had good oil pressure at high idle, but I was still down to 20 pounds at low idle, and I thought about that, and that's why I like these comments. So I don't know what RPM that pump runs at, but at low idle, you don't need a lot of pressure to float those bearings. It's at RPM that you need pressure to float those bearings. So you step on the gas and up goes the pressure. So everything I did accomplished what I wanted to happen, and I love it when a plan comes together. So 20 pounds at idle on an N14, or just a little under 20, is very acceptable. But 20 pounds at high RPM is unacceptable, especially when your Jake brakes don't work. So I think I've accomplished what I wanted to here. And but the other comment that I got was all I'm doing is washing out my bearings. Now that's a term I haven't heard before. I'm not exactly sure what that means. If somebody knows what he's talking about, I'd love to know. I love talking to engineers. I could pick their brains for hours because I learned so much. As a self-taught mechanic and just learning everything I can, there's a lot that a person doesn't know and doesn't realize that goes in to engineering an engine and how it works. And I don't know everything, and so that's why I like these comments. So if somebody knows what washing the bearings means, I'd love to hear that one. One gentleman said that my cam bearings are shot and that the front bearing in the cover up there is probably turning in the cover, but I did not see any signs of bearing in the filter or in the pan or the residue. One of my friends who's has a master's in mechanical engineering, Brian Block, I love talking to him, and he just kind of put it this way with a smile, as he said, Jeff, if your crankshaft bearings are wore like that, your cam bearings only turn half the RPM, so they're only half as wore. Now, I have heard Cumminses before. When the cam bearings are wore out, they're awful. They sound awful up in the front timing cover because the cam's walking around and it's changing that backlash in the drive gear, and it just sounds horrible. This one does not have that. So for what I'm doing with it, I think I'm good. So if you got a concern or a comment, please make it, because we all learn from that stuff.